This video is about how to teach mental subtraction within 100. We will be doing 2-digit numbers minus 1-digit numbers in this video. If you haven't seen my previous videos on mental subtraction, please look on the mental math page at www.educationunboxed.com. Watch those first and then move on to this one. So, first one, 27 minus 5. This is the first place we're going to start because you can just subtract 5 from the 7 here. So we can trade the 7 for a 5 and a 2. Okay, so we still have 27, and now we can take away 5, put it in my box, and I have 22 left over. So we're just subtracting from the ones place here. You're just basically doing 7 minus 5. All right, another one like that, 96 minus 3. So we can just take away 3 from this 6 here. So we will trade the 6 for 2 3s. So we still have 96, but now we can take away 3, and we're left with 93. So we're basically just doing the 6 minus 3 part. The next step is to teach your children to subtract from a group of tens. So here we have 2 tens, 20. And we're going to subtract 8. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to trade one of these 10s for an 8 and a 2. So we still have 20, and now we can take away 8 from that 110. So we've taken away 8, and we are left with 10 and 2, which is 12. All right, one more like that, 40 minus 6. So we'll trade this 10 for a 6 and a 4. So we still have 40, and now we can take away 6, and we have 34. It might be helpful for some students for you to emphasize that you will always have one less 10 than you started out with. You started out with 4 10s, and you end up with 3 10s and a certain number of 1s. All right, now we move on to crossing over a 10. We have 22 here, and we want to take away 5. We want to put 5 in the box up here. We can't take 5 from our 2, so we have 2 options here. We can take 2 away first and then think, what else do I need to take away so that I have 5 in my box? Well, if I've taken away 2, I need to take away 3 more to take away 5 altogether. So I'm going to take 3 from this 10. So let's trade this 10 for a 3 and a 7. We still have 20 here. And now I can take away the 3 that I need. So I've taken away 5 altogether, 2 and 3, and I'm left with 10 and 7, which is 17. Now, the other way that we could do this is to just bring your 2 off to the side for a minute. Just remember you have it, but don't worry about it for a second. And we're going to take 5 away from the 20. So 20 minus 5. So what we're going to do is trade one of those 10s for 2 5s. And then we can take away 5. 20 minus 5 is 15. And we still have our 2 over here. We didn't forget about him. So 15 plus 2 is 17. Now some children are going to think this just takes way too much time. I want to do it much quicker, and they might do something like, all right, 22 minus 5. I'll just trade this for a 5 because they took the 5 away. They might not even need the box at all. That's totally fine. If they can do it faster, let them, because the mind wants to work super quickly, and with these Cuisenaire rods you can do that. But the children who have a harder time really understanding this will need to trade the 10 for something else and move the rods into the box to understand that they've taken that much away. So let your children do it whichever way they like to do it best. Okay, 38 minus 9. So the first way we can do this is to do 38 minus 8. And then I haven't taken away 9 yet. I still need to take away 1 more. So I'm going to take 1 away from 30. So I'll trade this 10 for a 9 and a 1. I still have 30 here. Now I can take 1 away. So I have 29. The other way that you could do that is start back with 38 again. And we're going to take away 9 from the 30 part. So we will trade this 10 for a 9 and a 1. So you ask, do I still have 38? And they should see 3 10s and an 8 and say yes. And now you say take away 9. So 30 minus 9 is 21. And we can't forget about our 8 left over here, so we'll add it in. 8 and 1 is 9, so we have 29. 55 minus 7. So first way we could do this is to take away 5. 55 minus 5 is 50, but we still have to take away 2 more. So let's trade our 10 for a 2 and an 8. So we can do 50 minus 2. So I've taken away 7, and what do I have left? 48. Now the other way that you could do that, we have 55 here, and we'll just pull our 5 off to the side. We'll remember we have him, but we're not going to worry about him for a second. Let's do 50 minus 7. So we will trade this 10 for a 7 and a 3. So we still have 50 and 5 here, but now we can do 50 minus 7. So I've taken away 7, and I have 43, but can't forget about my 5. Let's add that in. 3 plus 5 is 8, so 48 is the answer. All right, last one for this video. 43 minus 4. Let's take away 3 first. So 43 minus 3 is 40, and we still have to take away how much more? 1 more. So we'll take 1 away from 40. So we'll trade that 10 for a 9 and 1. So we still have 40. Now we can take 1 away. So I've taken away 4 altogether, and I have 39 left. The other way that you could do that, I would prefer the first way, but some people might prefer this next way. So 43 minus 4, let's do 40 minus 4. So we'll trade a 10 for a 4 and a 6. So we still have 40 and 3, and now I can take away 4. 40 minus 4 is 36. We still have our 3, don't forget about that. 36 plus 3 is 39. And so eventually children will drop the use of the Cuisenaire rods, and they'll be able to just look over here, 43 minus 4. They'll do 43 minus 3 is 40, and then minus 1 is 39. Or they might do 43, they will see that as 40 and 3, and so they'll take the 4 away from the 40, and that would be 36. Then you add the 3 back in, and that's 39.